Welcome back to the Gold League for World of Tanks. I'm Joshua Clutch Gray, joined by Randall Rukil Holcomb, and we've been bringing you Tanks action for the past 3 weeks, non-stop almost, all these nights, at least 5 matches a night. And we are almost ready for top tier versus Sperglords. I'd like to remind everyone to please follow us on Twitter at WGLNA, where you can tell us which team you want to win at the finals and what makes you their biggest fan. Send us pictures. Could be you in a jersey, could be you with face paint, could be a short description. Maybe you wrote a 5-paragraph essay that was double-spaced with 12-point font.
In MLA format, of course.
MLA format or Times New Roman. I'm gonna
or
go
Arial.
Or Arial.
But Times New Roman always is superior to everyone.
Yeah. That's,
but you can always sneak in one little extra. Like you can make it 0.5 bigger, and they usually never notice. 0.5.
We have one from Shifty Jammo.
Hmm?
I'm going to go ahead and open this one real quick.
What's at the top right? You click the little part where it's...
There we go. There we go. Got it. Okay. From Shifty Jammo, it says, my favorite team is Googly Bobbers. I love hearing Rukil and Clutch say Googly Bobbers when they call the match. Laugh every time. Well, Randall was incredibly excited when he told me, because I was in Korea during qualifier number 1, about the Googly Boppers. He said, hey, Clutch, guess what? This team to qualifier number 1, guess what their name is?
The Googly Bobbers.
And I went, oh, my gosh. It's Ermagerd Kernevern all over again. And I said, I'll call them GB for short. But I haven't. I've called them Googly Bobbers the whole time.
It's a great name. I love it.
Name. Well, there's also a great name. There was T32.
Best Tier 8.
Best Tier 8 2013. Yeah. And they shortened their name to Top Tier. And they're going to be joining us along with the Sperglords in the face-off. Good evening, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Hello. All right, Sperglords. This is a pivotal win for you if you're able to get against Top Tier. How is the pressure for you and your team right now?
We really don't, we're pretty happy with the way our season has gone so far, so I don't really feel like I don't think we feel a whole heck of a lot of pressure at the moment.
Because you're in 5th place no matter what? Is that it?
Yeah, no, just, our expectations, I guess, going into the league weren't very high. We feel like we kind of snuck in here to begin with, and so I think so far we feel like our performance is good. And I think one thing that I don't think you're going to ever see our team disband or go anywhere. One thing about the Relic community is we're really good at, we stick around for a long time. We're kind of can be, a thorn in somebody's side. If we get kicked off the map, we're back on it again. We just don't give up. So
why wouldn't you give up?
I'll worry about it. Yeah, I'll worry about it when we're in season 8 or 9 if we're not placing top 4. So far I think we're really happy with.
Oh, that's a good attitude to have. Well, I'm sure Top Tier has the same thoughts being in 2nd place right now. And you guys, first time as a team, you're in the league. So are you focusing on the finals yet, or is it after this last match with the Sperglords then you're going to start training and practicing for the finals?
Well, we're already planning how to beat Simp and Fulcrum, but we're trying our best, but we're gonna focus on tonight's match as well, obviously. But beating Simp and Fulcrum is gonna be our main goal.
All right. Well, Sperglords, do you have any words for Top Tier before we get this started?
Oh, they're on fire. They're doing great. I wish them the best of luck in the tournament and everything. It's good to see, and I think a lot of those guys, if I'm not mistaken, have prior experience. So it's really good to see them be able to gel together and do well. It's great.
Valatio, you've come out as a breakout star when it comes to the face-offs with your smile and a little bit of the good-natured, cocky attitude with all those T-32s.
And IS-6s.
And IS-6s. Do you have any words for Sperglords before we start?
Not much. Just good luck, have fun, and hope you guys win tonight's game and get an easier face-off match. Not face-off match. Get an easier tiebreaker match.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Sperglords, you have the higher seed. Heads or tails on the coin flip?
We'll go tails.
Tails is the call, and the flip is heads. Top Tier, you get map choice or defer?
Defer. Defer
is the choice. Sperglords, which map?
We'll take Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka will be the first map. Top Tier, north or south?
We will choose south.
South side for Top Tier on Prokhorovka. Sperglords will take the north. Gentlemen, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Again, we commented on Valatio how quiet he was when he was on Nerve
Yeah, he
fast.
didn't say almost anything in the interview. Just sat there on the end, was just very squished in on the couch.
Nerva's full of plenty of individuals and personalities. So it's fun to see him take a leadership role and also to perform so well. Second place, they're right behind Fulcrum Gaming. And with this series, if they are able to take out Sperglords, they will end the season with 6 wins and 1 loss.
Not bad.
That's very impressive.
That is, but they could be stopped tonight.
They could be.
Sperglords
Sperglords,
looks all right.
they've been up and down. They had a win against Refuse to Die, and they are 3-3 right now. A victory for the Sperglords would place them tied currently with Hammer Time. Currently, but we still have the Hammer Time versus Simple Tankers that will change everything up again. So a win for Sperglords would mean they'll be tied for 3rd place in the current standing until the match happens. So they could be playing for a tiebreaker of 3rd place, which would mean if they won the tiebreaker, they do not have to go to the playoffs. Or they could remain in the 5th place spot, actually have to play a tiebreaker against Simple Tankers if Simple Tankers does not win against Hammer Time. And that result of that tiebreaker will determine who's in the 4th place and who's in the 5th place spot. That is important because the 4th place spot of Alpha will face the 5th place team of Bravo and vice versa. So that's where we stand right now, guys. Again, this victory here for either team, top tier solidifying 2nd place, Sperglords moving up. But after that, we'll get a clear picture of what's happening. After that, we know what's happening with Alpha Division completely because it'll be over with. So at this time, please place your bets. We only have a couple more matches tonight until the end of group play, and then placing your bets will be determined, will be explained a little bit later on based on the tiebreakers and the playoffs, and of course the finals. And you want to keep those points going, guys, because we want to give out that Type 59 tank for the top performer when it comes to betting. First map, Prokhorovka. What do we have, Rukil?
Well, I've got an either or. I'm not sure what to say for Sperglords. They have the north. I don't know if they'll go west. I don't know if they'll go east. I don't think we're going to see anything up the middle. But something I feel like I know for sure. We're going to see T-32s, and we're going to see YOLO. We're going to see them just go up and then pick a direction and go. That's just how I feel like they play. They just pick a direction and they go with those T-32s. They don't care. They've got health pool. They've got damage. They make great shots on the move. They're top tier. And they're going to have a fun time in Prokhorovka. I really want to see that. It's just what I'm calling. That's it.
You want to see my impression of a T-32?
Go.
Boom.
Have you seen my beach ball?
America. That's a T-32, guys. Salute. Bam.
Sexy.
I work out. So we have 90 seconds until the battle starts. What that means is once a map is chosen after the face-off takes a little bit because the team captains have to close Skype, get back into team speak, and talk to everybody. But they have 90 seconds to choose their tanks. They usually wait to the last couple seconds so they don't reveal what their tank selection is. And that is for every battle that we have. They have those 90 seconds once the map is chosen.
And top tier strategy for this is to ready up all the waffles that they can and then ready them down just to mess with the heads of their opponents.
Just to show activity
and then ready them up a
happening.
few more times, ready them down a few more times just to mess with us over here. Because when we look down, we see waffles come up and then they go away.
Yeah, there's no takebacks though. Once the admin presses the start battle, that's it. You'd be like, oh no, we're going to have the wrong tank. Sorry. Too bad. Well,
although if they brought an illegal tank,
yeah,
there's
a penalty.
I think they automatically lose that battle. That's just
There's a penalty.
Yep.
Don't want to do that.
Yep. Although they are writing up some WZs and T-32s again.
An illegal tank, or if they have more than 42 tier points.
Yeah. And any illegal setup, you just lose. It's not good. But we haven't seen that at all this season.
Did we see it in season 1? Maybe?
Season 2, I think we saw it once. Or maybe it was during qualifiers for season 3. I can't remember. I know it's happened, but it was for a qualifier for season 2. Okay.
That's when it happened. And it was the very beginning of the qualifiers because the team brought 45, I think.
They just didn't understand the format and they signed
they made a mistake. They made a mistake and the wrong person picked the wrong tank and the captain had to fix it.
Yeah.
Well, we're beyond that. We're now in the last day of the group play for season 3. And this is battle number 1 of top tier versus the Sperglords on Prokhorovka. Big matchup, especially for Sperglords. Can they do it, or will top tier solidify even further their second place standing?
Well, for tanks, we have only 2 T-32s versus 3 1390s for Sperglords in the blue. For top tier in the red, 3 T-32s with 2 WZ-132s. All consistent fire. I don't get it. I just don't get it, but they make it work every time. And they're going to head to the west a little bit. So not quite what I was going for.
What are you motivated by?
What?
Are you motivated
I'm
by methods or results?
methods.
I'm motivated by results.
I'm a methods guy. It's how you get
The
there.
results the win. It's working for them.
No. That's an excuse for camping waiting to happen.
1390 is spotted shot fire from the Explosion Man. Aptly named, but not an aptly placed shot. Lands into the side of the hill. Prokhorovka.
See, 1390's on at the same time, just so you know, Lestat, Lazarus, already in Gulf 1. They're slipping into the backfield, and the net is kind of closing, it feels like, and they might find T1s. Yeah, they find MC Black. Shot, fired, miss. Laws gets it, though, after he's taken a hit. But they're in the backfield now. They're in the backfield, and
they're
that's
continuing
huge.
to push. 785 at 1100. Explosion Man trying to line up a shot. Fires to miss. Back's testing the T1, pushing back to the south.
Now there are shots on the back of Valacio. Laws lines up the shot and a connection. Valacio needs to drive forward. He is, and he's going to make it through, but he's at 1048, taking a lot of damage to get there. Wow, and Das Not a Toy has found the WZ-132 Uber Litchi. He gets torn apart, but Das Not a Toy does take an ammo rack shot. Sublime Banana taking fire, and he goes down to wall hacks. This is a strat finally falling apart for top tier. Sperglords countering it out, playing beautifully against top tier today. They take down another T1.
No tanks have fallen at all for Sperglords yet. Explosion Man, the WZ-132 heading to the north. Looking for a commitment coming out of Sperglords. Another missed shot from the WZ-132, and Valacio is in trouble. 149 out of that T-32 HP. He pushes up for another shot against Candyman, able to get it. But the 1390 Das Not a Toy goes for the cleanup. Only 2 tanks remain.
And now Lazarus may be reloaded as he closes the distance on E63M6. 2 tier 8s left alive. Explosion can't really do much left. Valacio has gone down. Laws misses his first shot. He's not going to be able to finish off E63 with this clip. He's going to need a battle buddy, and that battle buddy is Das Not a Toy.
And E63M6 is the final tank left alive, surrounded by 1390s. Missing shots, a lot of missed shots coming out of top tier here.
And Lestat comes in, misses. But Candyman's not going to miss. And there he goes.
And that's it. Sperglords takes battle number 1 at Prokhorovka.
That was convincing.
Another time when the T-32s, 3 of them Prokhorovka, do not work for top tier. The other time was when they were up against Fulcrum Gaming.
That's what happened.
Missed so many shots on those WZ-132s.
I don't think it even matters that they missed that many shots. They couldn't play their game. The consistent fire tanks need to make that fight be very drawn out so that the burst fire tanks run out of shells because they're just not able to make it happen because it's so drawn out that the fight's not so perfectly consistent. They're not bursting down point-blank shots into their opponent. They're actually at range making pot shots as best they can. And when the T-32s aren't able to do that because 1390s have pushed down the 1 line, brilliant play by Sperglords, shutting down that play, setting the tempo themselves. Sperglords are able to take it, and it's easy. Made it look easy.
They didn't make it look easy. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, battle number 2 on Cliff between these two teams. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gold League for World of Tanks. Welcome back to the Gold League for World of Tanks. I'm Clutch Rupco. We're having a lot of fun, guys. This is the final group play night. Not the final night of the broadcast.
Yep.
The final group play night. And Cliff will be the next battle between these two teams. Sperglords could upset it a little bit against top tier. And if Sperglords does win, then there go a lot of my predictions on what's going to happen for the standings.
Yes, Sperglords look really good. I don't know, man. Top tier could be just on a bad night. If Sperglords wins, what does that put them at? I got to go look. Sperglords will be at 12, tying them with Hammer Time if they win this series. That is huge. Of course, Hammer Time, I think, plays one more time tonight against Simple Tankers, but that's bracket A is about to look pretty crazy tonight. I'm calling it. You're gonna be the one with all the ties. Bracket B is gonna be all clean.
What's gonna happen
nice.
is, and this scenario only exists until the end of the next match.
Yeah.
The next match is Sperglords will be tied for 3rd place,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be tied with Hammer Time. Hammer Time faces Simple Tankers. And if Simple Tankers wins, we have a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
Between Hammer Time, Simple Tankers, and Sperglords.
That'll be great, wouldn't
For
it?
third.
For third.
Yeah.
But that's also fourth and fifth. That has to be figured out.
So the whole tiebreaker series will play out.
Uh-huh.
The winner of that tiebreaker series hits third place. And then the two losers will face each other in a tiebreaker to determine who will be in fourth place and fifth place. And then the fourth place and fifth place will face Bravo Division, but only after we go through the tiebreakers of the Bravo Division. Yeah, all right.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
So it's still anybody's game, guys.
Ah.
For this match right now, it's all we should focus on for Cliff. And we should be ready. Here we go. It's time for battle number 2 of Top Tier versus Sperglords. Anybody's game still. Top Tier. Consistent fire tanks once again. Let's find out.
As we look at the tanks, we see a Pershing, T-69, 3 1390s for the side of the Sperglords. Top tier, 2 T-32s. Who's surprised? T-69, 1390, and Fellatio in that WZ-132. Can they make it work? I don't know. I'm not as confident about them on cliffs as I am on other maps.
Intriguing. Agamemnon in the T-32. I'll follow him for a bit, but these tanks are going to be slow compared to the Pershings, T-69s, WZ-132s, and 1390s that their counterparts have chosen either on their team or on the opposite team. And I feel that's, especially fighting for the central area, a difficult decision to make.
Yeah.
Explosion Man will be leading the charge on the 1390.
Maybe. But the thing is,
And
T-32 has performed so
mid-game
well.
and late game, it's fine.
Yeah.
But the very beginning, it's a little bit tough depending on what the opposite team does.
Maybe what you do is you actually hang it to the east with a T-32 so they can't be countered out early.
Yep.
And then you just make the approach onto the backside from the east, onto the lighthouse hill. That's a safe way to do it, I think.
I would love one of these T-32s to go to the east.
But they
hold
won't
that
clutch.
position. They won't.
They won't.
They won't.
We've already seen the east side play proven, so it's all good.
Yes. Thank you. #RU. Thank you.
And also, on the west, T1s, Phonon, RJ, moving up in a little T1 hit squad to look for somebody else, but I don't think they found anyone quite yet. They do find Fellatio. So Fellatio is waiting around to counter out some T1s. Good move, bold move, a little bit risky, because if there were an all-in by the Sperglords into the middle, they would very easily win in that fight. Of course, now they've scared off Fellatio, and he's going to move as quickly as he can to rejoin his battle buddies in the east, or not. Actually, I think, do I see him turning around on that mini-map? Where's he? Where's Fellatio headed off to?
He's hanging out.
Ah,
But over there, yeah, he's not.
I saw someone like making a
committing.
loop.
Now he's committing. He's not committing past the foxtrot line here, next to the bushes. He sees RJ. Does he
Run,
fire?
RJ. He's out in the open.
He fires and misses. He's WZ-132. He's not landing.
It's a track shot. It's okay.
Oh, now he gets it. You have redeemed yourself, Fellatio.
I think the first shot was just a track shot, and he might be firing heat. He's got the 85, I think, on there. Yeah, the 85. And if he's firing heat, then understandably he gets a track shot. It fizzles, because heat will fizzle on everything, even a T1. Heat does just crazy stuff.
Taz backing up the WZ-132. I got your back, bro. I'm going to go scout for you, buddy.
Well, system rename. Just unloading on that middle area.
Oh, yeah? As they say in Australia. Oh, shot fired. Lazarus kills the T1. He takes the shot. Fellatio moves just in time.
You
for
sound
the T1
hurt,
to die.
Clutch.
The T1 was right behind the WZ-132. And
T1,
Fellatio
no!
pulled back, and the T1 took the shot to the face and died. 1390's chasing Fellatio. He's going to get out of there as fast as he can, heading towards the north. And the T1 up there sees him. Will continue the scout. Fellatio needs to get a track shot.
Make these shots count. If you don't, you're going to die. Oh, God. Lazarus under fire. Memory leak has shut up.
Oh, misses a shot, but who's able to get that hit?
Lazarus barely escapes into cover as System Rename jumps after Explosion Man. But there goes poor Lazarus. And now, poor System Rename. He's just getting messed up. 148 goes down. For Fellatio, a trade.
Top tier has the advantage. taking down 2 of the Tier 8s and 1 of the T1s. They've stuck together so far. Lestat on the run in the AMX 1390 at 279 HP. McBlack in the T32. Slowly moving around the corner. Looking for a Pershing to shoot. Or any other medium that's available.
T-69's available. Sometime soon. There he is. He's available now. Finds Agamemnon. Doesn't actually make the shot. Oh, Lestat's down to 35.
And McBlack!
Never mind.
The T-32 gets the snipe shot through the trees.
Ow. 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 Sperglords, that hurts so much. They had such an advantage for a moment. It looked like they were just going to eat Valatio and then leave.
Once Valatio dodged that shot and that T1 fell, it was all over, man.
Yeah, no dining and dashing for that.
They killed his friend. And adrenaline started pumping. All right, McBlack is going to push up against this corner along with Agamemnon, the T-32 parade. And they're going to turn the corner very quickly here. 5:30 left. Oh, they're not going to turn that quickly. They're actually going to go pretty slow.
The T-32s are
There
taking a leisurely time to go and
there
annihilate
they go.
wall hacks.
Pershing hits Agamemnon from the back. T-69. Getting a couple good hits into the hole of McBlack here. And, oh, man. Agamemnon gets a shot right next to McBlack's turret. Almost a sim shot there. That's not a toy in the T-69. Last tank left alive, taking some hits from both sides. T-32 is going to push up against them. McBlack on the fire move. Not able to get it. Oh, another miss. And it's only a matter of time. Another missed shot. There we go. And that's it.
All right.
Tied up series, top tier. It's battle number 2. On clip.
There you go. I wasn't confident, but I was wrong. I was so wrong. I did not think that was craziness. Just jumping all over each other, chasing down that one WZ-132. Maybe a little overextending.
It was the overextension, and then became an overmatch against those tanks.
I think it was maybe Lazarus not leaving that area. If Laz had left, I think, and just followed, kept chasing Valatio, he might have actually gotten away because of that and been able to rejoin his team in the east. But because he actually stuck behind, even the slow T-32s were able to catch up and help out in that fight against a single 1390.
That was battle number 2. Currently tied up in this series, top tier and Sperglords. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, battle number 3. Stay tuned. You're watching the Gold League for World of Tanks. Welcome back to the Gold League for World of Tanks. Currently waiting for these tankers to be ready for battle number 3 on Himmelsdorf. Currently selecting their tanks here. And
110's WZ-132 so far. Valatio, of course, going to switch out of that. He's got to be trolling yet again with their picks at the beginning. Oh, top
tier. Get into
tier.
the head of Sperglords here. The momentum shattered for both fronts. The 1390s pressing down on Prokhorovka on that road to stop those T-32s, well, to really kind of scatter what they were trying to do. And then in battle number 2, I couldn't even really tell what Sperglords was trying to do initially. It seemed they were just too spread on all the fronts.
They were going for something really bland, just 2 T1s, right down the one line, some guys out in the donut, some guys chilling back on the east side. Not really any big game plan. They're just going for whatever and going to be flexible, I think. That's at least what I think was going on. They're also moving people up and down a lot. They're switching out people constantly. I'm seeing E63 and Sublime moving up into the battle, Uberlichi and Black going down. This has been happening between almost every single battle for these teams. These guys are relying a lot on their certain teams for certain styles of maps, I think. I don't know how that's going to play out when they make it to the finals, though. I don't know if they could make all 10 players get out there. Generally, most people are going to have 7. I think Simple Tankers has had it before, though.
Yeah, it is tough. But Simple Tankers has brought all 10, and they would switch them out on the bench.
That did work pretty well for them. But
it did. It did. It's a tough decision to make because they have to get all those guys there in San Francisco. And Valatio lives up in Canada.
He's going to have to cross the border, fly. That's probably a cheap way. Or just take a train. I don't know how long a train would take.
Is he close to Toronto? Or is he close to Vancouver? Vancouver, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know trains in America. Maybe you can take a train. I don't know.
Oh, man. Last time I've taken a train was just a subway in Korea. Efficient, by the way. Beautifully efficient and amazing. Battle number 3 on Himmelsdorf. Which team can take it to get a 2-1 lead? Let's find out. Top tier versus Sperglords.
And for tanks, 2 5100s, 3 IS-3s. Wallhack's the only one to bring a wet ammo rack for either side. On the other side, a 110, 2 5100s, and 2 IS-3s. Valatio abandoning the IS-6. Finally.
He's so addictive. for that.
I don't know why he's not playing the IS-3. I think he could do a better job in it than he does
Faster
in the
reloads,
IS-6.
bro. Faster reloads. 1/7 of a second.
Just a whole 1/7 of a second, guys. Woo.
Yeah. Hey, could mean the difference in out of 100 battles. Could be the difference in one battle. Not each their own. All right, Explosive Man in the 110. Follow him for a bit down the D line.
Phonon going to the space where T1s, I think. The bush where T1s go to die. If he spots anything, usually someone will figure out, never mind, he decides it's better because that's just a giant magnet for bullets. I should say shells. I shouldn't say bullets. Shame on me.
Yes, they are not bullets.
Well, you could almost, I don't know, are the 20 mil, are those bullets? Or are they shells? Because you can't fire HE.
I'm pretty sure they still count
I
as
don't
shells.
know. But it's such a tiny gun.
It is.
Do they even count?
It is so tiny.
Is this a tank for ants?
You can. I haven't seen the T1 Cunningham up close, but I'm sure I stand taller than it. I am taller than an M22 Locust.
I don't think you could fit in a T1 clutch. You're too tall for most tanks.
Probably not.
I think Russian tanks were designed for shorter people.
Well, it was hard for me to fit inside an IS-3. I mean, I could, but 2 or 3 of me, it'd be very, very uncomfortable.
You want people my size.
I could not fit into Panther 4. Panzer 4. I could not. And into the driver's seat, I could not.
That's funny to
It's
think.
impossible. It was 5'2" or 5'3" maybe.
You had to find someone short in order to drive
yes,
it.
they would forcibly draft people that were that short to drive that tank.
Wow.
I could fit almost any position inside an M4 Sherman, gunner, commander, driver.
Because they were made for large American people. Who are a little bit taller.
Scandinavian and Norwegian height. Baxtaz gets a couple shots against RJ from up on the hill.
Wow, heck of a
SOS
push.
being called, though, from top tier. The press coming from Sperglords along the west. And Sublime Banana did fall earlier on the western side.
Now they're going to line up looking down the D line. And Lestat comes around the corner, but Wallhack's spotting. Agamemnon's lit. And now fire may come onto him, or I'm expecting a flank would be more appropriate. There, Lestat turns around, and the flank is incoming. However, I think he's going to find an IS-3 waiting for him on the corner. Yes, he does.
Lestat, Valatio fires and misses. Lestat goes, ha ha! It falls backwards.
Is that
Nelson
The
from the
Simpsons?
Simpsons?
Yeah. Nice?
And
I don't know how he'd do as a tanker, though.
I think he'd do okay. He'd be really bullyish. Agamemnon takes 2 hits to the front. And that's going to be a big, big HP lead.
Wallhacks breaks cover and is going to move forward. There is more pressure from Sperglords. Are keeping it on. Not going to let top tier get any room to move around or just make something happen.
Lestat trades fire with Valatio. Lestat missed. Valatio gets the shot. 10-21 out of 1,400. Valatio turns the corner.
Here comes E63 though, and memory leak. With that could be enough counter pressure to force this in the favor of top tier, but Sperglords still have so much position.
Memory leak takes a big hit from Candyman to the north, like you were saying, Rookkill. That positioning right now is going in the favor of Sperglords, but what about the damage being dealt?
Well, there goes 1, 2, trading back and forth. T1 trading happening. Also, Baxtaz taking down RJ.
Valatio tries to line up another shot against System Rename. Das Not a Toy fires back. Phonon gets the kill against Bastaz in the T1. 1 T1 remains for Sperglords in the blue. Candyman turns the corner, trying to keep System Rename alive. System Rename not moving. Now he is. He was tracked for a bit. Explosion Man in the 110, able to lock in the window shot.
But Candyman getting some shots off, and now Das Not a Toy is going to be able to rejoin this, but it's a 2v3. Huge advantage here for top tier. I think they're going to bring it.
Candyman surrounded down to 375. Big hit. Explosion Man still alive after that shot. And now 5100 could be reloaded in time to keep Explosion Man alive. No. Can he get the last shot? Candyman does.
Oh, a bounce! Well, allowed for Candyman to live ever so slightly longer, but E63 has wasted some shells. He bounces on Das Not a Toy.
No, a lot of bounces happening tonight. Valatio able to secure a big hit against Das Not a Toy. Das Not a Toy Second to last tank left alive. Valacio will be reloaded in time to get the final shot, but that's not a toy right behind that dead 5100, and Valacio gets it. T1 coming up from right behind him. He wants blood.
I don't think he's going to get it.
He's not seen either. Now he is. He's 6-3 M6 goes up. Here we go. Fires. And top tier is able to secure battle number 3. I really liked what Sperglords was trying to do in the engagement, even from the north side. But the amount of firepower coming out consistently from top tier overmatched them in that scenario.
Valacio did it. It's Valacio. Yeah. He got out 3,372 damage in that battle.
Damn.
Didn't make every shot hit, not every one of them hit and pen, but the thing is, he put out consistent fire every single time. Everyone else doing great damage as well, but he absorbed potential damage equal to his health and dealt enough damage out. Only Candyman was able to slightly compete with him, doing 2,200. It's just Valacio being a hero again. Told you he could perform better in an IS-3 than he could in an IS-6. There's proof right there.
You made Valacio believe here. We do have a replay of that engagement. And you'll see for yourselves what was happening. Around this corner, we had top tier locking down that 5100. And here is the final push. Candyman is still out of this fight. He got a couple shots from behind. He gets the kill. But the push you see to the south is not able to force those IS-3s to get away from that 5100. They lock that down and they continue the firefight. So the burst damage is gone from Sperglords, and the consistent fire of those IS-3s continues from top tier. Again, nice move by Candyman, but keeping that tank out of the firefight for such a long time, you lose that consistent fire, and that is what hurt them in the end.
Yeah, also I'm looking at the 5100s now. I'm seeing that System Rename got some team damage sometime in this battle. A whole 300 points of damage.
Ouch.
Huge. And that's the thing. 5100s weren't able to have a big enough impact. Lestat gets taken down far too quickly for him to affect the battle. That's the thing. 5100s are crucial to that brawl. They need to give you that lead so your IS-3s can just bring it home when the 5100s are empty. But they didn't get to do that this time. Sperglords not able to win out in the brawl.
Quick commercial break. We come back. Battle number 4. Top tier versus Sperglords. Still anybody's game. Stay tuned. The Gold League continues after this. This is Sperglords battle number 4. The map is mines.
Looking at the tanks. 2 T-32s. A waffle. And 2 1390s. I messed it up. Versus 4 IS-6s and a WZ-132.
What is happening, Grasshopper?
I don't know.
Oh, Keanu. All right, well, IS-6s clearly know some Kung Fu because they're going to try something that we may have never seen before on the likes of mines. This IS-6 push.
No, we've seen the likes of this. They did this last time.
On mines?
On mines. They just pushed it. They didn't even care.
Was it one WZ-132 and the rest were IS-6, or they have 2 WZ-132s?
No, that's maybe.
Okay.
I think they had 4 IS-6s last time.
Wow.
But they're set up. They've got a waffle ready to deflect this aggression with a huge 150. I had to check to make sure it wasn't the 128. Why didn't I just look at the gun? That's a big gun. That's the 150. The 15 centimeter.
Backstaz is going to be in some trouble in that T1. Lozara sees him. Clear shot. He misses. That's Backstaz going, get on my level, bro. As he falls back. That is a big miss against the 1390. That's what I'd be yelling on that T1.
Get on that. Well, they're on level ground almost.
Well, I guess they can be used in multiple ways.
Yeah. Oh, MC Black fires from far away. Law is zeros for it. I don't know why they're not going full YOLO on this.
No, Upper Litchi.
I'm very disappointed from top tier.
Upper Litchi, of all the tanks to be defensive, it's the WZ-132 that's hanging way back here. Probably to stop a push from the 1390s.
Free sniping 85 damage. Heat shells don't have fall off.
Yeah,
Just
it's true.
Just snipe away.
Well, IS-6 is not really doing much. Shots fired towards McBlack. The 1390, and that one does connect.
Nice. There's the connections we're looking for. Another one. Lazarus is now empty. He's on the reload. Backstash takes some damage, though, down to 29 hit points from a T1.
Agamemnon fires and misses. E63M6 takes a shot and misses. McBlack.
I love that name, McBlack.
It's either MC Black or McBlack.
I think McBlack is just a better name to call
because it's a smaller C. There's Master of Ceremonies black. It would be
And
a
that'd
big
be
C.
capital M, capital C.
Right.
You got a point. I get it. I get it.
Modable's so much cooler than what? E63 M6. Pushing up. Jump over to him.
McBlack is spotted.
Arvelatio, well, he went all the way to the east here. And he is waiting for some spotting to happen. There's a T-32, two of them. Valatio's going to turn this corner. Does he have a shot? There's one. 474 damage being dealt from Valatio, and he's going to continue to push up to get closer.
But the waffle hits hard.
Oh, Agamemnon. Side shot to the face from the haymaker of the waffle.
That's going to hurt.
But he's going to push up against these T-32s. T-32's backing up here. Agamemnon focuses on Candyman. E63 M6 gets a little bit of ram damage. And there's the last shot Agamemnon gets.
System rename misses his next shot. No connection on any of those IS-6s. They're too low of ground. Bounce.
Oh, and wall hacks misses against Agamemnon. And these IS-6s are pushing in hard against this T-32.
And now Valatio is looking for system rename. System rename looking for one of those IS-6s. He gets a hit! But his loader has bought another farm.
System rename destroys McBlack. But now Valatio pushes up against that Rumba. He's waiting.
Yep. System rename's not going to have time to reload again.
Will he get it?
His loader bought a farm.
Oh! Shot fired, and it's a miss, but Valatio gets the kill.
It's a bounce against that strong IS-6 side armor.
Too strong. And
now it's a cap race.
It is a cap race, but it's 3.
But Phonon could actually kill Uperlichi in the WZ-132 right now.
29 HP.
Yeah.
On Uperlichi.
And he's so close. So close.
And he sees Phonon. Gets the shot. It bounces! It bounced off a T1! It bounced! Uperlichi gets the kill, but he's baffled by it. Lestat gets the kill against him. T1 saying, get on my level, bro! Get on my level, bro!
Oh, I love it. He hit his gun. He hit the gun.
So 5 seconds left on the map. 2-1 for the flag capture. And that's it. Top tier does it. 3-1. Who was that in the T1?
I don't even know.
Uperlichi bounces.
I'll have to go look at who took the most potential damage.
On team.
It was Phonon. Phonon took it. He took 424. It had to. How do you take 424 potential damage? Wow. He just. It's okay. That's one of the bounces, then the other one that hit him. Okay.
I told you, man. RJ or Phonon was telling him, get on my level. That whole battle. They just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. He's able to get a couple shots against the WZ-132. And that's that. So Sperglords will remain in their position in 5th place. And that means the winner of Simple Tankers and Hammer Time will stick to their 3rd place position. Okay, if Hammer Time wins, then they'll stay in 3rd place.
They break away, but they tie with top tier. They have 12 points. Hammer Time has.
No, because top tier just won. So now top tier will have 18 points.
Sorry, yes.
I know. I've gone over this. I've thought about.
I forgot about that part.
I know. So what will happen is Simple Tankers versus Hammer Time, which is a very big matchup, guys. This is between 3rd and 4th place here. They're going to fight. If Simple Tankers wins against Hammer Time, they have to play Hammer Time again in a tiebreaker. If Hammer Time wins, Hammer Time secures their spot in 3rd place. Simple Tankers and Sperglords will have to play a tiebreaker to determine who's in 4th and 5th place. And then we'll move to the playoffs after we fix Bravo, after all those tiebreakers or potential tiebreakers.
Hey, we might not have them.
We may not have them. Quick commercial break. When we come back, it's going to be Simple Tankers versus Hammer Time. Before that, halftime. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. More World of Tanks action will continue.